Hello and welcome to Cindershadow Gaming. I'm your host Cindershadow, and today we're going to talk about This Week in Magic. Well, This Week in Magic has been a series now. I'm going on to episode 146. That's how many of these I've done. Again, trying to give you guys a weekly update into a look of what's going on with Magic the Gathering. May it be good, may it be bad, may it be leaks and rumors and everything above. It's something I've completely turned and kept dedicated to because I know the few that do watch this video do really enjoy my takes and what I have to say and bringing forth the news of what we all like to play, and that's Magic the Gathering. So if this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I do try to get this out once a week. May it be a Friday, Saturday, sometimes the odd time on a Sunday. I know right now I'm working a lot of time, so I'm having to take time away from spending with family in order to get this out for you guys right now. But thank you everyone that does watch and continue to watch these videos. Today we're going to talk about some rumors and leaks and everything else going on in the Magic the Gathering world that I've uncovered this week. So let's start off first thing first with the MTG Rumors. They're a subreddit that's up there and they've collected the rumors all in one place. So, leaked Japanese packaging for Innistrad tells us which planeswalkers will appear. Arlingcord, Ren, and Seven, known now. Teferi and Sorin. Well, Teferi's been on the packaging for a while. We see Crimson Vow packaging with Sorin on it. So, it's pretty confirmed here. Arlingcord resides on Innistrad. And because Arlingcord is a giant planeswalker werewolf, we're probably going to see her. It wouldn't be Innistrad without Arlingcord. Funny though, missing from that list would be Jace and Liliana. They were there last time, and they were very pivotal to the story. We also going to wonder if Emrakul will rear her Eldrazi head out of the moon in some sort of twisted fashion, but we will have to wait to see. A single card from the Innistrad Commander decks, the Witch Face Commander, confirming there will be a strong Pagan Witch Halloween theme and hinting on Coven mechanic being in the main set. I think Coven's something that we've had a long time ago, but it's very interesting to go that way. I wouldn't be surprised. It is a very Halloween horror style set, so I wouldn't be surprised if that does turn out to be true. Wizards of the Coast registered domains for Kamigawa Neon Dynasties. This was leaked a little while ago. They also registered Dominaria United. We knew that at the same time as the Kamigawa ones. And the newest one that I didn't see before was the Streets of New Celestia. That's an interesting little thing going back to. That might be something fun. Someone also, I guess, registered the domain of Urza's Funhouse. Well, they're saying that it's a good time to remind that people can just register domains. However, with unglued or unstyle sets, an Urza's Funhouse would be fun to speculate on. With Urza's head being in the last rendition of an unset, we're missing kind of a true unset. The last one I think was actually MTG Unsanctioned, which was like a board game out of the box that you played. It wasn't really an unset, but at the same time, they're trying to envelop the idea of doing the unsort of sets. And I think as a board game, it kind of worked, even though the price for it, for cards that you ultimately couldn't use, were pretty expensive. Last year, we also got a leak of the Neo Kamigawa, or OG Kamigawa, was a Japanese themed box set thousands of years in the past. It would be cyberpunk present day version on the same plane. This could very well be what it is. It really does sound like Kamigawa is going the cyberpunk-ish style, which is all the rage right now anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised. An older leak of Jin Gitax's Reality Hacker, and when that was leaked, it was about the time Strixhaven was being leaked, and a lot of people were like, this doesn't really make sense other than it being a Praetor, and we had the green one on Keldheim, so we were like, okay, are we going to see more Phyrexians show up and continue on? And we thought it would be set after set after set, but it looks like that they might be playing the long game here and maybe releasing Praetor once a year. And I wouldn't be surprised if we do see that show up. Reality Hacker really does sound like something that would be in a cyberpunk-ish sort of thing. In late June, Brad Ringley posted an official art piece, but isn't allowed to answer questions about it per his comments on Facebook. It showed Garruk standing in a vibrant forest with a deer and a felled robot. A piece can be found here. We're going to take a look at that. I checked with the author of Multiverse Project. It does not appear to be any known existing plane. So here you go. That's Garruk. You can see the axe. That is solely the Garruk axe in the background. And his helmet is sitting right next to him. This is my first time actually seeing this, and I would say that is 100% Garruk. Now, it does look like I wouldn't say that's so much a robot as it could be a spiritual sort of thing from Kaladesh, where the spirit is leaving the art, or not the art, the armor of it, but it has the piston sort of stuff in the knee, where it's more like a pivoting knee in that sense. So it could be like an Ensoul artifact, where it's an artifact brought to life. Very interesting. The deer is very mangled and cut up, but it seems alive. There isn't really blood lying around, so that's very strange. It does seem like it's been tethered to this ball, this spiky ball, and it's just embedded in it, and that is just disturbing. Wow. It is also in the bottom corner here. You might not be able to see it very easily. My mouse is tracking it. It does say Wizards of the Coast LLC, so this is done. This is commissioned by Wizards of the Coast. This actually is a really stunning piece of artwork. And the leaves, the greenery, this is really well done. Like even the water, this looks like it's a photo superimposed with Garruk and the deer on it. So this is something very neat to see. And just breaking all that down, that is a very, very interesting one to notice. Now, on to the next thing. This just broke as I was starting to set up for the video. The Russo brothers leave Netflix Magic: The Gathering series. What? Hold on. The Russo brothers, the makers of the Avengers, or the storytellers of the Avengers, are now leaving Magic: The Gathering. This does not bode well for the series. We've already seen this type of things. We saw this with Weiss over Dragonlance, how they tried to ghost Dragonlance writers over the not so friendly or not so modern day tribalism that we're seeing nowadays with writing and everything. They wanted to still tell Dragonlance the way they want to, and I have a funny feeling the Russo brothers were trying to actually make a good story for Netflix Magic, but Netflix and Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro all have different agendas going on in them, so I wouldn't be surprised if that just fell out of their original agenda. The Russo brothers are dealing out of Magic: The Gathering according to Deadline. The brothers are vacating their roles as executive producers for Netflix animated series based on long-running trading card game. The Russos signed on to produce the show in 2019 and initially had bold plans for the series universe. At one point, they even suggested that live-action spin-off was possible. The brothers were originally working on Henry Gilroy Gilroy and Josie Molina, who were set to be this series' showrunners. However, it sounds like Gilroy and Molina are leaving as well. In their place, Netflix has selected former Transformers Prime producer Jeff Klein as Magic's new executive producer and showrunner. Transformers Prime was not interesting. I didn't really get into it at all. The streamer is also fleshing out the series staff with his new team of writers. The streamer. It must be for Netflix they're talking there. That includes Nicole DeBook, Russell Sumer, Dan Fay, and Tanika Stoll. No, I don't even know. Initially, Steve, like these are just all names. I'm great for the Russo brothers bringing me into the world of Magic the Gathering, specifically over dinner at one of their go-to Cleveland restaurants, said Klein in a new statement. Magic is one of the most rare intellectual properties and such a wellspring of mythology that's picking and choosing is half its battle. Every single person working on the series understands how beloved the universe is and feels both exhilarated and tremendous, yada yada yada. Netflix also made a joint statement with E1 and Wizards of the Coast about the latest shakeup. While the Russo brothers are no longer with the animated series, their passion for the game combined with early creative perspective and input helped us shape the project to a place where we believe fans of the game and those new with Magic Universe or with the Gathering Universe will enjoy the series discovered by millions of fans for the last 25 years. Netflix still hasn't announced the premiere date. So they don't really say why they've left. That's kind of interesting, and it just seems that they passed the torch. But they're taking other actors and actresses with them, which is kind of odd. That to me tells me there's been a breakdown between Wizards of the Coast and Russo brothers for them to walk away from it. But at the same time, the Russo brothers maybe still wanted someone to have the reins that they trusted in it. So maybe we'll see this go forward. It'll be hard to know until we actually see it. Other leaks that came out, we have on Amazon, out of all places, for Innistrad Crimson Vow, the set booster box, which is 30 packs, is listing with a box topper, and this hasn't been removed. This has been up for a few days now. I thought this was a mistake. I know on Twitter, I even tried to reach out to Wizards, but they don't listen to my Twitter account at all. I'm not surprised there, in all honesty. But it is very interesting that they're showing set boosters with box toppers, and I believe someone else said, I think it was the Magic Historian said that draft boxes and collector boxes are also going to have box toppers in them. So this is a bit of a leak. It's a little bit surprising considering Midnight Hunt does not show it. So I'm just going to bring this up in real time. Midnight Hunt. MTG. There we go. So here this is a draft box. It would say box toppers, but they're not there. So it's very interesting to see that this is missing from Midnight Hunt and is there in the Innistrad set. Now, I have one theory of this. The set was pushed back another month. Why is that? There's something that happened between now and then, and between the initial release date and now, that pushed the set back another month. Are we into another series where they've repacked it and added the box toppers because the value they felt wasn't there, like the Masters, the one Master set that we know they repacked and increased the price on it? This is very interesting to see, and that is just a theory that I have with it. There was something that went awry with the set. Now, It's very strange to me that they would do this on a set like this that is supposed to be both these sets were originally supposed to come out relatively the same sort of weekend. Then they pushed back a month after a lot of people were saying, what are you doing? You know, this is going to affect sales drastically and this is going to hurt the product overall. And then they went 2 months instead of 3 months for a different set. There's a lot going on here that makes it very interesting and very strange. They're also making this squeezing into a fifth standard product in a year. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this lies, see what things happen here. The fact that they are listing one box topper, and it seems to be confirmed from everything I'm hearing about it, it's going to be very interesting to see going forward. Return to the gothic horror plane of Innistrad. So they really are going into the whole gothic horror and storytelling. Now, one thing that I'm not happy to announce is the Gif Bundle here. Someone posted it on Reddit. They're saying the art looks amazing. Art's in the eye of the beholder, and I do not like this. To me, this doesn't make me want to buy a product, and in all honesty, I don't know if this is something that would be rated 13 plus. I'm not entirely sure. I don't get it. To me, this gives off kind of Jack the Ripper vibes with the knife in the background, and this just happens to be a lady of the night that's maybe out there preying on her murderer at this point. That's the only thing I can think of. That's what comes to mind. I'm just not a fan of this. The crown sort of thing that she's wearing just looks too big for her hair. Her hair looks like it's from Married with Children, and there is just so many ruffles in that dress that you can't even tell what's really going on. I'm not a fan of this personally. Some people seem to like it. I do not. But what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this, the leaks, and everything else coming down the line? This is what I dug up this week. I hope you guys found it interesting, and I hope you guys continue watching week after week. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because every subscription counts, every view counts. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your friends. This is Proud Canadian Phoenix signing off. Have yourselves a great day, and I will see you very soon.